Hello and welcome to the Payments for Retroactive Childcare Absences Grant overview. During this session, we will give a brief overview of the Payments for Retroactive Childcare Absences Grant opportunity, including eligibility requirements. We will also go over the application process and we will show you where to find Payments for Retroactive Childcare Absences Grant resources. First, let's review the Retroactive Absences Payments Grant opportunity. The 2022 enacted budget authorized the New York State Office of Children and Family Services, OCFS, to issue payments for absences to certain child care providers. These payments are retroactive to cover absences in state fiscal year 2021 and state fiscal year 2022 for care provided on or after April 1st, 2020 and prior to December 1st, 2021. The application opened on October 19, 2022 for providers, except for New York City permitted Article 47 group daycare programs, which were able to submit beginning November 1, 2022. The application portal will remain open until December 16, 2022 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Initial payments will begin on or around November 8, 2022 or within 30 days of completing all application requirements. Eligible providers will receive payment through the New York statewide financial system known as SFS. Providers must complete the SFS vendor ID process and or submit all information regarding their successor program by February 14, 2023. Final payments will be made on February 28, 2023. This is a one-time grant opportunity for providers who have an active license, registration, permit, or enrollment to provide childcare as of October 19, 2022, are currently open and in good standing, and served and attest to serving at least one child in receipt of childcare assistance from the New York Child Care Assistance Program during one or both of the following time periods: April 1st, 2020 through March 31st, 2021, and or April 1st, 2021 through November 30th, 2021. In good standing is defined as a child care program that is in a licensed, registered, or permitted New York City Article 47 status, or for legally exempt providers is enrolled with an enrollment agency, and at the time of signing the attestation, the provider is not the subject of an active enforcement action by OCFS or the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, DOHMH. Eligible providers will receive payment through the New York statewide financial system known as SFS. Providers who do not already have an SFS account will follow instructions in the application to complete an IRS W-9 form, and OCFS will work with SFS to obtain certification and create an SFS account. The payment amount will be determined by the provider type, county group, and the age group of the youngest child in receipt of child care assistance served for the given time frame. Now let's look at the grant application process. Invitations to apply containing a link to the online portal were sent directly by email to all licensed, registered, and enrolled legally exempt providers. If you did not get an invitation email, please check with your licensor, registrar, or enrollment agency that there is a valid email address on file for your program. OCFS will not be posting an apply link to the online portal. Eligible childcare providers must submit an electronic application to OCFS using the online portal. The online application can be submitted beginning October 19, 2022 until December 16, 2022 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, with the exception of daycare centers in New York City permitted Article 47 group daycare programs, which were able to submit beginning November 1, 2022 until December 16, 2022 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Once applications are reviewed and approved by OCFS, programs will be notified of their award via email from OCFS. Only one application can be submitted per program. Potentially eligible providers will receive an email with a link to apply. Click the link in the email or copy and paste the link into a web browser. Please note the link will expire in 30 days. After selecting the link in the email, you will be brought to the FAMS registration page. If you select Yes to Do You Have a NY.gov account, you will be prompted to enter in your my.ny.gov username and password to access the application. If you select No to Do You Have a NY.gov account, you will be prompted to create a personal my.ny.gov account before you can access the application. Once you are logged in, select the appropriate program. If needed, you can search by program name or facility ID. On the facility dashboard, click on the green Retroactive Absences Payments Grant to begin your application. Here are some helpful tips about the application. There is no save function and the application must be completed in one session. Once an application is submitted, it is not editable. You can only submit one application per facility, and fields marked with a red asterisk must be completed in order to submit the application. In the application information section, answer yes or no when asked if you provided care for children receiving child care assistance during the following periods. You can select yes for both time periods if applicable. If you answer yes, select the youngest age of the children that you provided care for that received child care assistance. The options in the drop-down menu will depend on the type of care you provide. Daycare providers will see the following 4 options: infant, toddler, preschool, and school age. SAC providers will see the following 2 options: preschool and school age. All grant payments will be made to awardees through the New York statewide financial system known as SFS. If you have an SFS vendor ID on file with OCFS or NYC-DOHMH, you will agree to the attestation at the bottom of the application and then click the Submit button to complete your application. If you do not have an SFS account on file, you will see an SFS vendor ID section. If you have an SFS vendor ID, select Yes and enter your SFS vendor ID. If you do not have an SFS account, you must fill out a substitute W-9 form in order to submit your application. When completing the substitute W-9 form, please keep in mind the following. Fields marked with a red asterisk must be entered in order to submit the application. Select the question mark next to a field for helpful tips about entering information into that field. After completing the SFS Vendor ID section, agree to the attestation at the bottom of the application and select Submit to submit your application. Now let's take a look at where you can find resources for the Retroactive Absences Payments Grant. The Retroactive Absences Payments Grant website, ocfs.ny.gov/programs/childcare/retroactive-absences has many resources including the Statement of Grant Opportunity, important dates, information about eligibility and payments, frequently asked questions, and a help center with grant application user guides. If you need technical assistance, please email ocfs.sm.retro.absences.grant@ocfs.ny.gov. Thank you for watching this overview of the Retroactive Absences Payments Grant opportunity.